Well, yesterday night, Arsenal went ahead to beat Dinamo Zagreb by 3-0, and Man City went ahead to obviously be beaten by PSG by 4-2. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And this is Rokani David, and continue to obviously subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we've gone ahead obviously come up with different approaches to obviously let you know that Mono Gadgets are behind this video, and they are dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. And even if you need a used phone and a used laptop, call them on that number that you see in the lower left bottom corner. That's +2567 8998865, and the rest is really gonna be history into the making. So they also have affordable smartwatches. So do the needful. If you feel like you don't need any of those items, don't hesitate to go to their TikTok and really follow them up and see the wide range of products that they do have on the market. Now, Arsenal went ahead to obviously see Declan Rice score in the second minute, Kai Havertz doubling the lead, and Martin Odegaard going ahead to obviously score in the 90th +1 minute. Now, for Kai Havertz, these are 2 consecutive games when he's really getting Arsenal goals, and I don't know where this leaves the people that have gone here to say Kai Havertz should not be leading the line. They're like, he's not scoring goals, he's not good enough. And in 7 games of the Champions League, he has gone ahead to score 4 goals and 1 assist. That is a Kai Havertz for you. And to let you know that he's really doing a very good job into what he's supposed to be doing, you know, into what he's doing, let me read to you the list of those players that have got ahead to obviously score goals, and to see where is he placed into that position as Kai Havertz. Now, when we go to the website of the UEFA Europa League, Lewandowski has 4, Lewandowski has 9, Rafinha has 8, Guirassy has 7, Vinicius Jr. has 7, Julian Alvarez has 6, Victor Gyökeres has 6, Erling Haaland has 6, Jonathan David has 5, Harry Kane has 5, Florian Wirtz has 5, and that means there comes in a striker known as Kai Havertz with 4 goals, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 forwards have gone ahead obviously score more than Kai Havertz, and that's what the lad is really doing into the mix. So for me, I think he's really doing very well for his club. Though certain people believe that he's not doing well, and they're like, he's not doing well enough. And I was like, in the game of Aston Villa, if you're having a player who has gone ahead to obviously get you a goal when you're really having a 1-0 lead, and you come up and obviously do the needful, then why come and obviously say that we need a forward, yet he has given you a 2-goal lead? You understand? So that's exactly what you're really having in here for you. And for Martin Odegaard, he scored his first goal in the Champions League, and that is really one of the goals that he went ahead of putting through. Then for Declan Rice, obviously he has also gone ahead obviously get 1 goal and 1 assist in 6 matches into the Champions League. And last season he played 10 games and scored 1 goal, and scored 0 goals and had 1 assist. So this season he now has 1 goal and 1 assist. I think he's really performing better than how he did. And for our man Leandro Trossard, he was really very impactful into this game of football, but Arsenal had to win. Another clean sheet kept in the Champions League. And by the way, when you look at Arsenal in the Champions League, they haven't gone ahead obviously concede very many goals, because when you look at the goals they've conceded, they've gone ahead to concede only 2 goals in the Champions League. But they came, they represented, and I think when you're going to be playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers over the weekend, there is nothing else you need apart from a goal. Apart from a win like this, over 3-0 comfortable win at the Emirates, just to that you've gone ahead obviously enlight your chances to obviously get through into the next round of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That takes them into a very big money-making bracket. Now, let's get to the stats and see how Arsenal fared into this game. Arsenal had 17 shots. Dinamo Zagreb had 5. 4 shots on target by Arsenal. 0 shots on target by Dinamo Zagreb. Then 63% ball possession by Arsenal, 37% ball possession by Dinamo Zagreb, 527 passes completed by Arsenal. Dinamo Zagreb completed 314, 90% passing accuracy by Arsenal. Dinamo Zagreb had 79%, 9 fouls by Arsenal, 7 fouls by Dinamo Zagreb, 2 yellow cards issued to either sides, no red cards issued to Arsenal, all Dinamo Zagreb, 1 offsides to Arsenal and 2 offsides to Dinamo Zagreb. And they had 11 corners as Arsenal and 3 corners to the side of Dinamo Zagreb. And that's how the game of football fared for the club of Arsenal. And they're really doing great. And I think that's a very huge push for them. Now, let me take you down to Stade de Passes. Is it called Parc des Princes? Parc des Princes, the stadium of PSG, where Man City took the lead through Jack Grealish in the 50th minute. Then Erling Haaland doubled the lead in the 53rd minute. And 3 minutes later, Ousmane Dembele in the 56th minute went ahead to really pull one back. Then Bakola in the 60th minute went ahead to obviously level up. And it was 2-2. Then in the 78th minute, João Neves gave PSG a lead. And then Goncalo Ramos came off the bench, and in the 90th plus 3 minutes, he went ahead to obviously score the 4th goal. And Man City lost their 2-goal lead to a 4-2 loss at all in Paris, and that was really uncalled for. And I think for Pep Guardiola, it's not good news for him, because you can't really want to see your team lose anyhowly like that. And taking a lead of 2 goals away at PSG, and they come back at you, I think it's really something that City needs to look at. And by the way, this is what shocked me a lot, that they've got ahead to sign in 2 defenders and 1 center forward. Yet I believe they would have gone ahead, obviously, first get that money and took it to Newcastle and get in Bruno Guimaraes, because I know they've gone ahead to spend close to 100 million euros plus on 3 players, something that I believe doesn't add up. And for my own information, I went ahead to think that maybe Man City have given up on this season. They're like, all right, whatever comes, it's okay. Let's fight for the Champions League positions to qualify, but we are not obviously gonna rush, And they're like signing players that are going to use these remaining 4-5 months of the season to fit into the club of Man City, such that they obviously start off the season of 2025-2026 with a very huge charge. I think that's what they are all after. Now, let's get to the stats and see how did it go in Paris when Man City was destroyed. 26 shots by, oh my God, hear this out, 26 shots by PSG. Man City had 9 shots. You understand? On target, PSG had 9 shots on target and Man City had 6. 64% ball possession by PSG, 36% ball possession by Man City. And I've gone ahead to see the president, Al Khalifi of PSG, hailing the manager, Enrique, that he played the football that they wanted and with the philosophy that they've always gone ahead to admire at PSG, and they outclassed Man City. 615 passes completed by PSG. Man City had 356 passes completed. Then 91% passing accuracy by PSG, 82% passing accuracy by Man City, 10 fouls to each side, 1 yellow card to both sides, 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides to the side of 3 offsides to the side of Man City. 3 offsides to the side of PSG and 0 offsides to the side of Man City. 11 corners to PSG and 6 corners to Man City. And now that takes us to how this table is really looking like of the Champions League. Looks like Liverpool is topping it with 21 points, Barcelona 18 points, Arsenal 16, Inter Milan 16, Atletico Madrid 15, and AC Milan 15, Atalanta 14, Leverkusen 30. Now, these 8 have literally formed themselves. I think these are 8 teams, but I think it's only it's only Liverpool, Barcelona, and Arsenal that are really safe, because even if they don't win their remaining game and they really draw, they'll be through. You get? Inter Milan also, they only need a draw. But for me, realistically, these three teams, Liverpool, Barcelona, and Arsenal, are really through. Because for Liverpool, they're having 21 points. No one who is ninth can obviously tally 21 points. Then 18 points for Barcelona, no one can tally them. Arsenal is having 16, but they're really having a very good goal difference. You know that when Aston Villa wins, they can get into that. They can get to 16 points. The same applies to Monaco. The same applies to Feyenoord. The same applies to Olympique, Lille, and Brest. But the goal that means Aston Villa has to win and beat a team by 7 goals to see to it that they obviously come and really gate level with Arsenal. And Arsenal's last game, I think, is not all that hard. I'm going to be letting you know about it. So it gives them a very huge goal to obviously be into the round of 8. But look at Man City. Man City, they are in, hear me out, they are out of the 24 teams. You understand? Meaning that if Man City doesn't win, you know, if all these teams really get results in, then Man City will be left out, and for the very first time, Man City won't be given a pass into the next round. Whether, because right now they can only go in the round of 16, you know, they cannot really qualify for the quarterfinals directly. So that's Man City for you. They're really looking bad. And when you look at Man City, they are playing Club Brugge at home. All they need is to win and pray to it that they really get into that bracket of really the last 16 teams. Maybe they can really get better. Arsenal is playing away at Girona, a game that I believe Arsenal is really going to win. You understand? So Liverpool is going to be playing PSV away in the Netherlands, and Aston Villa is going to be hosting Celtic. So that's how things are really panning out. But the good thing is that 3 teams are confirmed of the Premier League that they are through. 2 are through to the quarterfinals, and 1 is through to the round of 16, but they can also make the quarterfinals. Man City is out of the bracket for either 2 available stages for them to qualify. So we wait and see how that pan out. So Rokani David is my name. I call upon for your reactions in the comment section below. I sign out. Bye-bye.